Good morning, everybody. I wanted to make a response to a video that I made recently because some people seem to not have understood what I was trying to say. So yeah, this is a video response to my video where I'm responding to the news that Barack Obama has recently come out and supported gay marriage. And I'm basically saying that I don't care that President Obama supported gay marriage, that there's too many other issues that outweigh the importance of that issue. And some people have, and I point those issues out very passionately, I believe, and and yeah, I addressed that news, but it seems to me that either people have not watched the video or read the transcript of what I actually said, which I made available in the description, or perhaps they misunderstood the point that I was trying to make. I'll probably be very interested in looking at the audience retention statistics. I haven't gotten a chance to look at those yet. I think those usually take a couple days and you have to have a certain number of hits. But I would like to look at that because I'd be interested to see how many of the people commenting actually watched the whole video. I know that on YouTube, all of us do it. I've done it before. Sometimes see a title of a video, or we listen to the first 15-20 seconds of a video, and we automatically make a judgment without hearing the person's points that they're actually trying to make. I've actually done it several times. I've made comments on videos and had to remove them because when I went back and watched the whole video, I was like, okay, maybe that's not what the guy was trying to say. Maybe I acted too quickly. And I'm thinking and maybe hoping that this is what people did, but I've gotten a lot of comments that seem to be misconstruing and grossly misunderstanding the points that I was trying to make, as well as the positions that I hold. And I just wanted to address some of the questions that I've gotten, and so on and so forth. On one hand, I have a lot of people telling me that, sort of asking me, well, what do you have against gay people? What do you have against gay marriage? Why, how are you so closed-minded and narrow-minded? And once again, I thought I had made clear in my video that it truly doesn't matter to me if homosexuals choose to get married. My position is that while I may disagree on a very personal level with the lifestyle, I recognize that it's people's choices and it's who people are. I recognize that. I understand that. I have a lot of gay friends, actually, very close friends. My best friend is a homosexual, a lesbian. But my position on it officially is that I don't believe that the government should be involved. It actually wasn't until the 1800s, the mid-1800s, that states began to issue marriage license. Before that, it was always something that the church handled. So that's definitely a history that you should look at. So my official position on the marriage issue is that it should not be the role of the state or the government to make those decisions for individuals. So I thought that was pretty clear, but people seem to think that I'm making a rant against gay marriage or bashing Obama for supporting gay marriage. That was not the point of the video. So again, my position is it's none of my business. People should be allowed to do what they want to do. It's not my place to force you. As a libertarian and as an individualist, part of that philosophy is that we oppose the use of force to accomplish certain means. So it's not my place to use the government as a tool or to use my own physical abilities as a tool to make people the way I want them to be. That goes against everything I believe in. So I hope I've made that clear. That's where I stand on the gay marriage issue. And I've also gotten a question from a lot of people saying, well, if you don't care about gay marriage, then why did you bother making a video about it? Once again, it seems to me that you totally missed my point. My point was not about gay marriage at all, really. My point was that I don't care. And it's not even that I don't care about the gay marriage issue at all. My point is that I don't care whether or not Obama supports gay marriage. I'm still not going to vote for him, because he has so many other issues and so many other shortcomings as a leader that I cannot in good conscience support him. I can't support a president who goes around irresponsibly and illegally engaging in wars all over the world, making us less safe as a nation, getting people killed. Innocent people are dying. Our troops are dying. Our young people in this country are dying. I can't support that. I can't support a president who has signed into laws, legislation that takes away many of our basic freedoms, takes away many of the basic provisions of due process that has been part of our court system for years. Innocent until proven guilty, right to a lawyer, right to a trial by our peers, etc., etc. I can't support a president who takes away those freedoms based on very weak evidence that someone may or may not be supporting terrorists. Essentially, the NDAA, for those of you who have not studied it, is basically saying that the military has a right to arrest somebody that they think might be a terrorist. They can be held indefinitely against their will, no lawyer, no phone call, no Miranda rights whatsoever. So, I mean, you could rot in jail for years and never even have your case heard, according to this law. I'm not going to support a president who supports that, or who signed or who's voted for the Patriot Act. He did vote for the Patriot Act. He supported the renewal of the Patriot Act. He assassinated a U.S. citizen overseas. And we could sit here and argue about whether Anwar al-Awlaki was a bad guy or a good guy, and if he should have been killed. That's not the point. The point is, he was a citizen, and he deserved a trial. Imagine if you were traveling in a foreign country, and said some controversial things, and you and your 16-year-old son were bombed for it, without a trial, without even getting the chance to explain what was actually going on, and to defend your innocence. It sets a dangerous precedent. If it can happen to someone else, it can happen to you. So no, I'm not going to support a president who does that. I'm not going to support a president who has been involved in corporate scandals with places like Solyndra. I'm not going to support a president who signed almost $1 billion bailout for big banks, while poor people and middle-class people in this country are still suffering. No, I'm not going to support a president like that, just because he says he supports gay marriage. And what I was trying to portray is that while it is an issue that may hold some importance for many people, people want to get married, people want to love who they want to love. You know, that's fine. It's none of my business, and it's none of the government's business. I totally agree with that. But it is not the defining issues of this campaign. There's so many other issues, so many other things going on in this nation that are, quite frankly, very dangerous. Too dangerous to be distracted by petty issues like this. Like, I'll say that the same thing about the whole birth control issue. Here this country is in massive debt, multiple useless, costly wars. Our civil liberties are being signed away right in front of us. They might as well be putting the Constitution in the shredder, and we're arguing about if someone should be allowed to use birth control or not. It's ridiculous. So that was the point that I was trying to make. My point wasn't, oh, I don't care about gay marriage. My point wasn't, oh, gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married. That wasn't the point. So, I mean, if you have a question, you're welcome to ask. If you have an opinion that's different from mine, you're absolutely allowed to ask. You know, I appreciate those questions. I appreciate the debate and the discussion, and I'll try to be civil as much as I can. But it's just very difficult for me when I'm answering questions that I thought I already answered if you watched the video. And to have points that I've made being absolutely ignored and just hyper-focusing on this one little issue, this, oh, gay marriage, or if you don't care, then why'd you post a video? I posted a video because I wanted to talk about the other issues that do matter in response to the fact that we as a nation are talking about comparably petty things. I mean, in the face of these multiple wars, thousands of people dying, bombs going off all over the place, freedoms being taken away, or currency being flushed down the toilet, I just think that there are more important issues that we need to be discussing, and we shouldn't allow ourselves to be distracted by petty things that are simply designed to divide us. I mean, that's really what this all comes down to. We have Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama, both candidates that are, by the way, supported by some of the same large corporations. And they don't want to talk about the real issues. What's really going on in this nation. And people are falling for it. And the media is at fault too. Because they talk about these issues. They don't talk about the wars. They don't talk about the fact that we still have troops in Afghanistan, and that after 3 years of saying that he was going to bring the troops home as his first act as president, Obama's words exactly, they don't talk about the fact that the troops are just now, during an election year, being drawn down. They don't talk about the multiple bombings going on all over the world. They don't talk about the laws that are on the table trying to take away our freedoms. My gosh, Wikipedia and Google had to do it for them with the SOPA thing. And they're trying to make SOPA again. And nobody's talking about SOPA. Nobody's talking about the NDAA. Nobody's talking about these wars. They're talking about gay marriage. That was the only point I was trying to make. I'm not trying to offend people. I'm not trying to say one opinion or another on gay marriage. My point is that we should be discussing other issues as well, and that issue alone is not going to define my vote, especially in the light of so many other issues that we need to be talking about. I realize that YouTube has a short attention span, so I apologize for making this video so long. I'm guessing if my other 5-minute video wasn't watched all the way through, probably this one won't be either. But if you did watch it, I appreciate any comments, any responses, even disagreements and questions. I appreciate those, but keep the personal attacks to a minimum and try not to get so angry. I'm not trying to make you angry. I'm just trying to talk about the real deal, the real stuff that's actually going on. So again, if you watched this whole video and actually listened to what I had to say, thank you very much. If you didn't, I guess I can't help you because you don't want to actually hear what I'm saying. And if that's the case, there's not a whole lot I can do for you because I can talk until the sun goes down, and you're not, you know, it could fall on deaf ears. So, again, thank you very much. God bless. I look forward to your input. Have a nice day. And, goodbye.